Hello my loyal companions, welcome back to the channel and to another episode of Rogue Revealed, the series where I take you through everything you need to know about Rogue Company. In today's video I wanted to go over the three main different game modes within Rogue Company, give you a bit of an idea about how they compare to each other in terms of whether they're competitive, whether they're casual, and what is kind of the best situation to play them in. I would love to know what you think of the three different game modes down in the description below, so do let me know, but for now, let's get into it. Okay, so we'll start with the game mode that I would say is the most casual game mode, and that is going to be Strikeout. Now, my opinion of Strikeout has changed a little bit since when I did my first sort of review of Strikeout, and I said it was a very, very casual game mode, sort of TDM / King of the Hill style, all kind of merged together. And whilst the gameplay of it is still the same, it's still about, you know, going around fragging out. There is, and as I played with more people and I've sort of gotten comms with people, there is a competitive element to it, especially when you go against sweaty four-man stacks. There is that edge that is slightly more than just fragging out. Holding the site is really important as well. That being said, whilst there is that element of objective play and there is some coordination you can have with your team, there isn't anything wrong with taking it full casual, which I think is its more intended playstyle, and that is going to be just running around, fragging out, trying to get some kills, trying to work on your gunplay and trying to work with the different rogues and learn them. I think it's a fantastic medium for that. Strikeout has actually been a really useful tool for me in two different ways. The first way is actually improving with rogues in terms of their just pure gunplay. Strategy is where Demolition and in some play Extraction comes in. But with Strikeout, you just focus on your gunplay. You focus on trying to outmaneuver, outposition, flank, and generally outgun your enemies. And that has been really good for me to learn how to play them, particularly with Lancer. I wasn't particularly confident with Lancer. I was really struggling with her in Demolition because she is so high risk, high reward. And when I wasn't very good with her, the risk was just amplified and the reward was very, very few between. But when I started playing in Strikeout a little bit more, I got a bit more confident with her, a bit more comfortable, and was able to sort of just go around, get some kills, and just feel out her mechanics a lot more. Then I've been able to translate that through into my Demolition play, even in the competitive element of my play. And it's been working really well. There's definitely a place for her in my gameplay now, where there once wasn't. The Strikeout was a massive medium at helping me do that. Also, for you fellow content creators out there, because I know that Strikeout is probably the best one to stream for two reasons. The first being that it is sort of this more casual, it's not super sweaty, meaning that you don't have to be on comms with your teammates as much. It is just about fragging out, you're able to hike your gameplays, and it is entertaining for your audience. But also, you can play with viewers off comms just as easily, and that gets some really good interactions. So I would definitely recommend, if you're a streamer, you should stream Strikeout, because you don't have the downfall of being a solo and having bad randoms, and you can also play with your viewers, and that's always appreciated. If you do want to come hang out in my stream and play with me, then you can come check me out on twitch.tv/Radthar Gaming. I stream every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. Okay, next I want to talk about Demolition, which is the main game mode I feel, and the one that the competitive scene is going to revolve around a lot more, and probably the ranked scene is going to revolve around as well. This is your pure strategy mode where it's all about your rotations, it's all about deciding a plan, executing a plan, and outwitting your enemy team. There is no respawn, it's one life, pure search and destroy game mode style. The tactical side of this is becoming more and more prevalent in the community, I think, particularly as these tournaments, these competitions are coming up, and people are really grinding to figure out how you can play maps and how you can play different comps better. Demolition is so much fun if you're squadded up. I don't think solo queue Demolition is particularly good. The lack of coordination you have with randoms and the inability you really have just to pure frag out, because there is this life system, meaning you're often left in like 1v2s, 1v3s, 1v4s, and that's just never fun because you can't respawn and then fight them on fair terms as such. But when you can squad up, when you get in a team, when you're all on comms, it is such a fun time. Working on these different strategies and improving your gameplay in a tactical sense is so valuable if you want to get good at Rogue Company, first of all, but also if you just want to improve as a gamer and looking to go into these competitive scenes. Demolition has helped me focus on my gunplay, obviously, my tactical awareness, my positioning, my comms, and all these different elements of the game and just esports generally. That is so crucial. If you do want to see how that is all accumulated into practice, tomorrow is the Rogue Bowl tournament for September, the biggest community-run tournament in Rogue Company at the moment. I will be streaming it. My teammates will be streaming it. We also have some people casting it for us over at Just Aligned Studios. They're casting our team specifically. Their links will also be in the description if you want to go check out like a full four display cast of the game with different personalities from esports, from the news, and from them themselves casting. We put a lot of hard work, and hopefully tomorrow we'll see that pay off, so do come check out the channels to see that competitive Rogue Company sort of side of the game bloom. Going then on to the last game mode, which was originally sort of this rotating game mode every few weeks, but now has become a permanent game mode, and that is Extraction. This is essentially the one life game mode like Demolition, but with the objective play style, the neutral objective, like in Strikeout. I've explained what Extraction is in a previous video, so you can go check that out if you are interested in the nitty-gritty of what the game mode actually is. But in terms of how it plays and what it's useful for, I've played around with it, I've worked with it, and what I think it is best for is, as a team, going in and learning how to focus a site, breach a site, or hold a site when it's all localized. With Demolition, teams are split across the entire map because there's 2 sites to cover, or there's 2 sites to push, right? But in Extraction, there's just this one site. All there is to focus on is the site, the attack, the defense, and the flank. I think this is just a fantastic way to practice getting onto site, holding site, and working on these different positioning things across the different maps. I think they do a really good job at providing an opportunity for that, because normally what happens, as I said, you're split across the map, you don't really get the full idea of how you would stack up in a 4v4 on a site. But with Extraction, you can. This kind of means Extraction is this weird hybrid, casual and competitive. I think for me, and probably what I'm going to use it for, is more of a training room in a sense, a training game mode, so that I can go in and practice these things I've just mentioned without sort of having to worry about the nitty-gritty of Demolition, but not having just the super casual nature of Strikeout. Extraction is also very fast-paced. People get to the site very quickly, they start defusing, the timer goes down much quicker than it would in Demolition, and much quicker than it takes to run through all the lives in Strikeout. So if you do like this fast-paced motion, it's only 5 rounds to win. Extraction is definitely a good way. If you just have a little bit of time to get some games in, Extraction could definitely be good for that. So that's kind of the idea of the different game modes here. Demolition is your competitive game mode where you want to sweat out, play tactical and play with a team. Strikeout is a great place to go in solo, just practice your gunplay, have a bit more of a casual experience. And Extraction, for me, at least the way I see it, is a great training experience with your team to look at breaching sites and things. I don't necessarily have a favourite. I have the one I prefer to play in those different scenarios, but none that are like, yes, I really like this one, or I really don't like this one. I think Rogue Company has a lot of place to grow when it comes to game modes. I think that would be great to see some sort of like King of the Hill or Capture the Flag game mode, or some sort of small rotating game modes that could be just a bit more fun. I think they have a lot of opportunity to expand in this sense, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where they go with it. Okay then guys, that takes us to the end of the video, and if you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. You can also come follow me on twitch.tv/Radthar Gaming to see those live game commentaries and those competitive gameplays that I mentioned. All the links you need are going to be down in the description, but for now guys, I hope you have a fantastic day, and remember, be loyal, be brave, be relentless, and I'll see you in the next video.